guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 120 of the Everton Save, and today we have two big games. First up, Champions League knockout round, first knockout round, second leg against RB Leipzig. We're at home, but if you remember from the first leg a few episodes ago up here, we snuck, it was a snatch and grab, wasn't it? Smash and grab, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so we were a little bit lucky to get away with that one, but we did get away with it. And then we play Spurs in the league, a team that has already beaten us this year. Not many teams have done that, but Spurs have. So we need to be wary of that. Now, before we get to those two, we have one game to catch you up on, our Premier League fixture, away to Stoke. Tom Davies picked out an unmarked Rafinha in the box to give us a lead midway through the first half. Our lead didn't last long in the second half, as we were slowest to react to Lafont's save. And 10 minutes into the half, we were behind after we were hit on the break. But Rafinha rescued us a point with a great free kick. So there you go, we were really poor in this game. We're actually lucky to come away with anything, to be honest. Rafinha rescued us. We hasn't done that much this year, but in the past, obviously, we know Rafinha can be a great player for us. So look at those match readies. We were truly horrible. We were outplayed, and as I said, lucky to come away with a point. But the good news is, while we were doing that, Aston Villa, my boys, beat Manchester City, as we can see there, 2-0. The City have now lost 2 games in a row, so we actually extended our gap at the top of the table up to 8 points, so not in the way we'd want to do it. And it actually means now Liverpool, with their game in hand, are potentially our closest rivals, 7 points back, should they win that game in hand. So, yeah, we haven't been playing well. You can see that, you know, we've scraped a lot of results there against bottom-of-the-table teams, Fulham, Huddersfield, Wolves, and now Stoke. So work to be done, and hopefully we'll start that work right now because we're about to face RB Leipzig in the Champions League. Let's have a look at what we're expecting here. We are the favourites, as you would expect. We're in strong form, though 2 draws the last 2 games would suggest otherwise, and they are in inconsistent form themselves. So they're no superstars themselves. But Jorge Sampaoli is the manager. A standard playing style, attacking mentality. So they are going to come at us and look for these away goals. That's how we're expecting them to play. We can see here how they played in their 3-0 win over Hanover. Maybe you can get in behind their fullbacks there. That's certainly something we'll be trying to do. We can see their passing networks and their key passes there. And this is the team that we are sending out to hopefully get us into the hat for the quarterfinals. It's Lafont in goal. It's Verstraete, Stark, Felipe, and Eder Militao, the superstar that is at right back. Sanderberg, we're going to be a little bit more cautious because we do have the lead and we do have those away goals as well. So Sanderberg's going to come in to play the halfback role. We probably didn't even a halfback role though. We could probably get away with him as an anchor man. Because Stark and Felipe are more than capable of playing out themselves. I'm going to go with Canete and Sergio Gomez in midfield. Rafinha and Lookman down the wings. Schweinsteiger up top. Come on, Everton. So there we go. They are playing as expected. I think putting the DM in will just help nullify their number 10. That's certainly the hope and the plan anyway. Expect them to prove a point. We haven't been particularly good. Do we start with an assertive, do not get complacency here. We've got to make sure we win today's game, not just on aggregate. We've got some faith there in the unimpressed Vincent Verstraete, and let's get out there. And here we go. Hopefully not the last time we'll hear the Champions League anthem this season, or else, well, no, it won't be good. It was throughout the Champions League, doesn't it? And that is not what we want. I think we've underachieved in Europe through the save. We've won it once. We won a couple of finals, but I just feel like good tackle from Lookman. I just feel like we should have done a little bit more, perhaps. But let's see what happens here. Sanderberg, all the way back there to Lafont, out for Ramos or Luis Felipe, as he's otherwise known. Here we go with Militao, the best player in football right now, the new Messi. Come on, mate. What's he got? He beats one man 3 times and then plays it straight into him. You're making me look bad now, Eder. Come on, mate. I gave you the big build up there. Let's see, this highlight is just looking as though it could be back and forth. I'd like us if we could nick this and end it up being an Everton highlight, but you don't get the feeling that's where this is headed, do you? Come on, boys. As I said, we haven't been playing well lately. We've sneaked past some poor teams, and a poster saved us there. Come on, boys. Come on. I'm not quite sure how to talk to the team anymore. We've sort of reached that point of the season here where I don't know what to say to them to make them feel good about themselves. Sanderberg! Oh, it's off the posters and it wasn't saved. That's hacked clear. I don't know if that was crossbar, goalkeeper, post. But Sanderberg's effort did not cross the line. Rafinha, the highlight continues. Back for Sanderberg, for Militao, for Gomez. What's he got for us? A little bit of magic here, please, Sergio. Ball, that's a good ball for Lookman. Can he get his ball into the box? It's taken a deflection and it's easy in the end for the keeper to pick up. Now, is that the highlight? Yes, it is. Even start to the game, as you can see. Possession's evened itself out. Let's give it a get creative here when we can. Not right now. We'll wait for this highlight to finish. Here we go with Canete. There's a lot of space in midfield for them, our midfield to dribble into. Here we go with Lookman. Lookman! Oh, it's a good effort, and it's a decent save from their keeper. Lookman's goal-scoring form has just dried up a little bit recently. 17 goals he's on, but he hasn't scored for a little while now. That's headed clear. Can we get to the second ball? It doesn't look like we can. And is our attacking corner going to end up in a highlight for RB Leipzig? Let's not see this, please. Eder Militao, what a monster he is. Eder Militao, I keep saying it, I know, but he's the best player in world football, and he's a right back. He scores for fun. He just knocks people off the ball for fun. He's assisting goals as well. Just a wonderful player. That's a horrible pass from Rafinha there. And the signs are we're still not playing as well as we know we can, are we? Come on, get that away, please. Militao's there again. Oh, he's left his man though, and it's offside, is it, referee? We haven't had a thing come down. We're checking VAR. It may have been offside, but I have a horrible feeling, given that we're coming back, that it's probably not. Everybody appears to be coming back for kickoff, and it's 2-2 on aggregate. We are still up on away goals. It is given. We'll tell them to concentrate. We don't need to see it again. We saw it the first time. And I just have a horrible feeling our season could be about to collapse in a heap here. Yeah. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's try and demand more, perhaps. We can't do it now. We don't want to concede another goal because that cancels out our away goals as well. Good tackle by Ramos. Can we launch on the back of that? Here we go with Lookman. Lookman goes past one. He looks for Rafinha. Can he find Schweinsteiger in the box? It's Schweinsteiger goal! He doesn't miss Schweinsteiger. Put him in front of goal with half a chance, and it's a goal. And it was a really good counter-attack in the end, wasn't it? Really, really good. An excellent tackle. I think it was Ramos, wasn't it, who made the stunning tackle. It fell for Lookman. Lookman found Rafinha, and Rafinha just did enough, didn't he? And like I say, Schweinsteiger doesn't miss those. It's back to 1-1 on the night. 3-2 on aggregate. And it's happy days again. Schweinsteiger's first goal in a little while as well. He was going through a little bit of a goal drought. So that's good to see. Essentially, we've dominated the game. It just hasn't quite fallen for us, has it? Let's see what we say at half-time. It's got to be just an assertive, don't get complacent again, I think, doesn't it? Don't look at the scoreboard. Pick up where you've left off. We'll go with that. We've got a stressed-out looking Verstraete. Just play your best, mate. That's all I ask from you. Just be world-class. We're going to tell Militao we're not happy with him because we expect a lot more from the best player in world football, don't we? We'll tell Nick Stark, not happy with you, mate. Anybody else here? Everybody else is relatively good. Canente, pick it up, mate. And Lookman as well. We'll go with him again. Yeah, we'll get back out there. I think maybe closing up the lines and pushing up sort of the higher defensive line maybe has worked for us. Let's tell them to show some passion here. I don't like that we've got some apprehensive and nervous looking players there. We could take Canente off for Callum Black. We also have Vlasic on the bench as an option. Gomez is the one that's looking apprehensive though, which isn't ideal. Got a lot of nervous players there. Militao's having a nightmare, which is not great because we've only got Tyler Adams, and let's face it, he's not the best old Tyler Adams. We'll tell him to concentrate here. We might make some changes. We'll bring on Black. I think we'll bring on Black for Gomez because he's looking the least likely right now, isn't he, with his apprehension. We'll bring on... I don't want to take off Militao. And I want to keep Richarlison fresh for the Spurs game if we can at all manage to do that. What we don't want to do here, of course, is concede a goal because that cancels out the away goals and there's no way back then from us for that. There's a good ball for Eder Militao. Can he make up for his poor game here? It's pushing it out for Canente. Oh, he's worked his way through. I don't know if there was a deflection there, but it was just wonderful dribbling. But Canente doubles the lead. It's 4-2 in aggregate, 2-1 on the night. And that will hopefully now see us through. Now, did this Canente dribble... Did he play it off a defender, or was it just wonderful, wonderful stuff? Let's have a look here. He nutmegged him, kind of. A little bit of luck, a deflection that fell our way, but a good goal from Canente nonetheless. Militao with the assist, and that should now hopefully be that. Let's just start and close it down a little bit. We're at 82nd minute. Yeah, we'll just close it down. We don't need to be doing anything silly at this point. If we can get another goal, then I'm going to say that's it. It hasn't been our most convincing. We've definitely been better second half than first half. Canente, another ball there for Militao. Can he get a good cross in again? Militao picks out Rafinha. Rafinha dinks it in. Schweinsteiger, there it is, boys. That's the game. That's the game. Schweinsteiger at the double. 11th of the year for him. It's 5-2 on aggregate. 3-1 on the night now. And that, my friends, is job done. Good ball for Militao. Militao just picks out Rafinha, rolls it in for him. Rafinha, Schweinsteiger, goal. Scores with his head that time. He just doesn't miss, does he, old Schweinsteiger? A bit of a, as I said at the start, when he scored his first goal. He had been a little bit of a goal drought, but it is pouring goals now, isn't it? Excellent stuff. And this is just a matter now of seeing out the game. Can we add a nice little cherry on top here? It's there for Schweinsteiger for the hat-trick. Not quite. Second chance, maybe no, not today. But there we go, in the hat for the quarterfinals. In the end, it was a really good performance, wasn't it? So that's good. We'll tell them don't get complacent, but that was good. So there we go. First leg triumph helps Everton pass RB Leipzig. The draw isn't for a little while because that was we're the first midweek, so there'll be a sort of another round of games next midweek. Schweinsteiger, as I said, 2 goals at the double. Excellent stuff, but we've come to expect that from him. He stars in front of Kirkic. Is that Borjan Kirkic? Or is he? He's the Barcelona scout. He had such a disappointing career, didn't he? Oh no, he's 63, so it's not the same guy, I'm assuming. So never mind. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We have a big game against Spurs, but they can't beat us twice in a season, can they? Okay, welcome back. We are about to host Tottenham. Now, as you can see, there has been some other games here. City have dropped points. No, they didn't. They won. Sorry, City won. Liverpool have dropped points. They won their game in hand against West Ham, but they then drew away to Fulham. So, as things stand, we have a game in hand. We have 5 points clear of City, 7 ahead of Liverpool. Obviously, this would be a massive 3 points if we could manage to get it. Now, what are we expecting from Spurs? Now, we're not actually expecting them to... We're expecting them to play sort of the 4-1-4-1 formation. Now, they're a Borja Valeggio coach team. I recognise that name as a player. Was he at Fiorentina for a while, maybe, I wonder? He looks like a really, really good manager, doesn't he? Obviously, Pochettino's left again. Balanced, standard playing style. Now, the answer is, as I said, we're expecting them to play much more sort of a 4-1-4-1. Now, the last time we came up against that was against Forest. And we went with a different formation, so we're going to go with that again. This is the ins and outs of how they're playing. We don't necessarily know that's, it's going to change if they change their formation, isn't it? So we're going with the same formation we used in the FA Cup replay against Forest, and let's just hope that it works somewhere near as well. So Lafont in goal, Stark, Taylor, and Felipe as a back four. Militao down the right, Verstraete down the left, Black and Canente in midfield, Vlasic in behind our 2 Germans, Schiffers and Schweinsteiger. Let's see how it does. So they are playing how the scouts suggested, which is good. We do have the ability to change it and go back to wingers if we need to, though obviously it won't be perfect. But yeah, we could do it. Clunksters are expected to go out there and prove a point today. I'm going to say I think we just need to relax. Let's get a little bit of passion. We have faith in you boys. We need to put in a good league performance. We haven't put in one of those for a while now. And here we go. This is a big game. I mean, mostly because we don't want Spurs to do a double over us. And we'd rather not have them not beat them through the course of the year. If this works against this formation, then we've definitely come on to something. Oh, Schiffers! Rainer Schiffers! 39 seconds in, and it's 1-0. And our big German striker with a big German header planted in the top corner. That is Davy Selke. Yes, that one, isn't it? Absolutely stunning stuff. We'll demand a bit more of that, but look at this. Selke flashbacks inside the far post, Really, really good header. A good ball in from Canente, and that is 1-0. Have some of that, Spurs. There we go. All right, let's see how this game settles down now. We've not had as much of the balls we perhaps would have liked, but we can deal with that given that we have the lead. Here we go again. Militao over a free kick. Good ball in. Taylor's there. It's headed away. And are we going to find ourselves on the back of a counter-attack from our own? We got players all around Kane. There we go. Good tackle, Stuart Taylor. Look at that. Monstrous stuff. And is the highlight going to continue here? Ramos knocks one in for Schiffers. Can't quite get to it. Lingard, a poor header down for Vlasic. Vlasic for Callum Black. Callum Black with a little bit of space. He shot in, but it's not good enough to beat the keeper. Straight into his arms, to be fair. Never really a danger from that finding the back of the net. So far, so good, though. We've looked, again, in this formation up against the 4-1-4-1, we've looked okay. Now, are we going to find ourselves behind? Is that Robert Gumney? One for the Villa fans there. Cross comes in. Away, please. Militao's there. He finds Vlasic with the header. Can Vlasic, go on, mate, use your acceleration, you're faster than that. Look, we've got men in the box, it's Schweinsteiger, and Schweinsteiger, I've said it before, I'll say it again, he doesn't miss when he's in front of goal. Absolute wonderful stuff. Both our Germans have goals, it's 2-0, and it is happy days here at Goodison. What do we say? We'll demand a bit more again. He's faster than that, Vlasic. Come on, mate, use your pace. But look, it's just waiting for the Germans to catch him. Schweinsteiger, good first time finish too, wasn't it? A really good counter-attacking goal, that one. All on the back of course, Stuart Taylor winning possession as well. And we come straight back. We're not going to go and throw it away, are we? Should I have told them to concentrate? Lingard, he's going to run into trouble, because that seems to be what Lingard does, isn't it? Come on, win that. Oh, I thought we had a chance there. Come on, boys. Come on. Ball played across. Come on. Come on, we're better than this. Don't let him shoot. Let him shoot, boys. That's right. He's going to shoot like that. Let him shoot. Not a problem in the world there, is there? And on we go. Come on. Obviously, if we can win this, if we can, I think there's 8 games to go in the league after this one. If we can have, what did I say? We'd have an 8-point gap. I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it? Callum Black. Oh, it's there for Schippers. It's off the crossbar. It's still there for Schippers. He comes in and he is scoring for fun this game. Rainer Schippers. He's a wonderful player. He really is. He's not really lived up to expectation, I'll be honest. But we've not really played him in a 2 before either. So, you know, maybe we are continuing to stumble across different ways to play. Because in the past, you'd think our wingers have always been our strong point. This season, with the exception of maybe... look at that. He's a really good player. Maybe finishing lets him down a touch. But with the exception of maybe Lookman for the most part, our wingers have not been fantastic. Bouvier's had some good games as well, but they haven't been sort of the dominant forces that we've had in the past from wide areas. Maybe we need to look moving forward to go more into a sort of a 2-striker formation to get the best out, because we do have lots of... I mean, we just saw Weber signed a £45 million striker we can't use. So maybe that's the key to us going forward here is we look to exploit. We have good centre-backs as well. Maybe this is the way that our squad is sort of naturally going towards. Oh, I should say too, we did have it's a good tackle there. Come on, Black. Got to be better than that, mate. We did get our youth intake. There was absolutely nothing. Black comes back and wins the ball. Nicely done. Unfortunately, hasn't fallen to a teammate though. It's still danger there. Can we get a block in here? We don't want to get a goal back so early in the half, but that's just what happened. We scored early in the first half. They have pegged one back early in the second half. Let's tell them to concentrate. That's not what we needed. I was talking about the youth intake. There was nothing. There was a couple of sort of 2-star with a Black over a 3rd-star potential players, but there was absolutely nothing this year, which is really disappointing considering we have really good facilities, really good like scouting and junior coaching and all that, youth recruitment, that's what we're looking for, and junior coaching, and we just got nothing in. So that's really disappointing. But, you know, Weber will just go and spend 50 million on a player we don't need, so it'll be fine. Do we want to change anything here? We could maybe look to give Tom Davies a run out. Schiffers with a flick on, down for Vlasic, for Canete, for Callum Black. Oh, I thought that was in. How has he missed, really? Alright, so let's maybe make a couple of changes here. Let's give Tom Davies a run out. We haven't seen much of him, have we, this season? Let's give him a run out for Canete. And let's give Tyler Adams a run out for, say, let's give Militao a break as well. Yeah, we'll give Militao a break. When we get Milo back, I mean, obviously it'll help, goes without saying, but it'll be, you know, Tyler Adams is very much sort of a to fill the gaps kind of player. Let's not... Oh, Callum Black has a stunning header, mate. To Vlasic as well. Can we hit them on the break again? We've got men forward. It's Schweinsteiger on a hat-trick. No, Schwiffer's on a hat-trick. Square it to Schiffers. He goes himself. It's 4-1. Schweinsteiger, 4 goals this episode. Stunning stuff from him. Another assist from Vlasic. And another goal for Everton. 4-1, as I said. A little bit of revenge there. That's nice for the defeat earlier in the year, because I think they beat us 4-2, didn't they? So that helps. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do we maybe look towards this formation more going forward, or have we just found a way to counteract the 4-1-4-1? I'm somewhere in the middle, to be honest. I'm not completely convinced. Playing like this, it can leave you a little bit open at the back and vulnerable to overlaps. Oh, Schiffers, of course, on a hat-trick. We couldn't quite get to that. Well done, boys. That's a really good performance. We started the second half a little bit slowly there, but otherwise, that's as good as we've played in a long, long time. I'm going to say, we've got to say don't get complacent, but it was really good. There we go. Quality of possession provides victory. The other thing, of course, too, with changing formation is that it does sort of throw other teams off. If they're expecting us to play in a certain way, then obviously it will throw them off the scent of that a little bit. Informed Schweinsteiger wanted by Barcelona. Not going anywhere, mate. I will make sure of that. And 19 games unbeaten. We haven't been playing particularly well at times. You can see we've snuck past and drawn some poor teams, but we're not losing games, and that is excellent. A quick look at the league table. There we go. 8 points clear of City, 9 clear of Liverpool, 8 games to go. We do, of course, still have to play both City and Liverpool in the league, though. So, you know, it's not there yet. We've got Arsenal and Burnley, who's a decent team away from home as well, to come. So we've got a tough run in. So we're going to want to make sure that we save these, we're going to want the lead because we might well need it, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll be back next time, I think. It's City in the league. It's going to be all about Manchester, isn't it? And then Manchester United will come to Goodison, another tough game, 6th in the league. So 2 big ones there. And if we were to beat Manchester City, what's the rest of this FA Cup look like? There's still some big teams. Arsenal, Man United, West Ham is a good team this year as well. But it's going to be an all-championship tie there. We could get a championship team in the semi-final. It would be good to beat City and then take the kids to Wembley, wouldn't it? That would be something. That'd be nice. Hopefully we'll do that. We'll find out next episode, though, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.